Monkey, you're not able to take care of Babu. You're not able to bust the right up, Babu. Also, the monkey camera. Monkey camera. Monkey camera. Oh, monkey camera. Monkey camera. Monkey camera. Monkey. Also, the monkey camera. Monkey camera. Once upon the time, in the jungle, there lay so many animals and so many trees. You will know there were no restrictions, anytime, any day. Anyone used to pour up and go outside free in the jungle, yeah. After they realized that everything was good, I said everyone was running after the food. Majority of the people went beyond baboon, and few people went beyond monkey. The headers of the time made a big mistake. After election, they went and made a selection to the citizen of the jungle. What concept is right? So they decided using a lot of caretaker. Who love, who care, who has ability to take care of the monkey. You're not able to take care of baboon. You're not able to bust the right up, baboon. Also, the monkey camera. Monkey camera. Monkey camera. Oh, monkey camera. Monkey camera. Oh, monkey camera. Oh, monkey. Also, the monkey camera. Oh, monkey camera. Oh, monkey camera. Monkey chop. Monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop.
I want to welcome all of you this evening. You can please share the video.
Monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop.
If you are just joining, you can please share the video.
Monkey cannot get tired.
Yeah. Please share the video now.
You're not able to bust the right up, baboon. Also, the monkey camera. Monkey camera.
Facebook is not allowing me. Please share the video, guys.
Monkey camera. Monkey camera. Oh, monkey. Oh, the monkey camera. Monkey camera. Monkey camera.
Thank you so much. Share the video, guys. Yes, we want to welcome all of you this evening. If you just joining us, this is RTTV. We want to welcome all of you. Yes, share the video now. Yes, share the video, and invite somebody. Thank you so much. If you just joining us, please share the video. Yes, I want to welcome all of you this evening. Yes, share the video. We want to welcome all of you this evening. Please share the video. Yes, yes. I welcome all of you. Thank you so much. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Share the video. Yes, guys, we want to take this time to welcome all of you. If you are just joining the program this evening, we will ask you to share the video. We ask you to share the video as we usually do. This is RD TV. My name is Ambassador Roosevelt.
Give me a new day.
Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. The music they just keep playing randomly. I don't want that. We want to welcome all of you at this time. If you're just joining us, this is RD TV. We ask you to please share the video, and we usually do. Our discussion point this evening, we will be looking at different viewpoints from the CDC. We call them BHAMs in the CDC. They have been very critical, not even critical. I cannot even want to use that word criticism, but we still use it for the sake of the discussion tonight. But we will first of all start with the question: how far has the CDC government or the CDC coalition gone? How far? That is the question that we're going to be addressing this evening. Okay, but we will be looking at serious BHAMs in the CDC who have been very critical this few days to come out to give the facts about what is happening in the CDC government and also the coalition. So our discussion tonight is surrounding the BHAMs in the CDC coalition. Okay, their recent public criticisms against the CDC-led government. The first person will be Madam Joy Haratido, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. We will look at her recent view or her recent, let me not use the word criticism, but a view of the coalition. And then we will also look at the view of the Honorable Moses Sakara Gray of the CDC coalition, also Republic of Liberia, one of the lawmaker. Okay, so before we go that far, I will first of all want to let you know that when the election came, in fact, when people were just calling the results of the election, this prior election, the May 10, 2020 May 10 senatorial election, it was me who first of all came up to give my view on what was happening and what we were going to see. I think my view was not that encouraging to many friends or many supporters of the government. They took it personal, and up to now, some of them are still thinking different. But everything that I said that morning, I still got that recording. It are not going anywhere. I'm not deleted it yet. It's still live. You can watch it and listen to it. Everything that I said that morning, I think it almost like other people been sitting on the fan trying to come up with something to say about this government. But they were not able to say that. It was only me, because I think people listen to me, because I'm one of the strong supporters who have been there from day one, putting myself, my life, my family life up there for this government and also for this CDC. But it was surprising to many people to see me coming back to back and giving my view of what is happening, or what have been some of the reasons that people have been reluctant to support the CDC government. But I guess what I did that morning, it was very huge support for us, and it gave a successful result, and we are seeing the results still coming. Because everything that I said, it was the same thing that all of CDC supporters has said. It was the same thing that Moses Akara Grace said. It was the same thing that I hear Senator Johnson also speaking about. It was the same thing that Madam VP, Madam Joy Harold Taylor, Vice President, and also Chairman of the MPP in the coalition, also said. So I guess what I said, all the people who took it personally had to come by to apologize to me for doing that, because I was on point. And everything that I said, we have seen all of our top people coming to say the same thing. So that means they are in support of what I said. They are coming to support what I said. And gradually we are seeing that things are going to change. And if we continue that route, not to continue to praise people that I have been doing over and over, we will yield a very fruitful result. I believe so. And all other supporters of the government, all other supporters of the CDC, if we can just step back a little bit to look at how things are happening and be brave enough to give our views on things that are happening, I think we will be helping our own country. Then to Allah, we don't know what is happening, to continue to praise people while they are there doing the wrong thing. So why is it that everything that I say, other people are coming back to say the same thing over and over? And I don't think that will be the end. Other people are still planning to come back to say the same thing. So we will look at Madam Julia Howard Taylor interview on Spoon TV. Okay. I'm still trying to fix this platform, and I may not have the time to watch her live view. It could be, but it won't be that very nice. It won't play that very well. So but I will summarize everything that, because I have been watching it over and over. Okay. So there are two main important things that she said in her whole thing that we will capitalize on tonight, that we base our discussion on tonight. Okay. One of the things, the more important thing that she said is that the 2020 senatorial election in Liberia, it was a sending message sent to the coalition for democratic change. Okay. She said the 2020 election, it was the sending message sent to the ruling party. And that was the same thing I said long ago. I was the one when the election results were coming in. I the one started talking about those things. I said the reason the people, we will not win. The reason that we will not win, because our people, there are a lot of things that they are done, and it making the people in the country not happy about what they are doing. So they're not going to vote for them much. And those are the same thing the lady said. And the next thing she said again was the coalition is just on paper, but it's not in reality. Madam Vice President said the coalition of CDC is just on paper, not by reality that we can say is a coalition. That means it's broken. It's not together. Okay? So if somebody come and tell you our friendship is just on paper, what do you make of that? That's not the real something. Something might have happened. That's the reason why the relationship is trying to break away. She said a lot of things. And I do not have time to play all the video tonight. But as we continue to discuss, I will be touching on each of those stuff. But the two main things that I grabbed and that we're going to be talking about tonight is the 2020 election was a sending message to the ruling party, Ambassador George and we are led government. And the second thing is the coalition is on paper. It's a coalition by paper, not in reality. Okay? So I want to welcome all of you that just joined us. And when we also take a look at the Representative Moses Sakara Gray, he said the last time that he talked about two people. He talked about Magay. He talked about Sametua. On his part, he also said that Sametua does not able the job, even though he's a smart and clever guy. But the job is too much for him. He need people to assist him. But he thought too much. He thought too much. So as a result, he tried to defend everything. Even if he doing wrong, when people talk about, he will continue to defend himself. And the result, things are not going the way it's supposed to be. Okay? So those things are something that we need to take it very serious. Okay? And we have been beating around the bush. Okay? But we continue to defend. We continue to defend the people. And they themselves are saying what they are doing wrong to the Liberian people. But we prepare ourselves. We take 4 hours to sit on the internet to defend them, to lie, to say things that they are doing wrong, to continue to tell the Liberian people that this is right, this is right. Those are some of the things that we have been doing over the years since we are took over. And I think if we all can now come by, step by a little bit, instead of defending them, continue to defend them, because if we do that, probably we'll get more view to come and listen to us. That's not helping us. That's not helping our country either. It still cannot make you to be, in fact, cannot make you to not be part of the political party, or you cannot also be a supporter of the government. But you are just saying your heart, you're saying your mind to the people. You're speaking on ills in society. That will not make you to be who you now. You will continue to be who you are. But we have made a lot of mistakes before. So, as all of us are getting to know that we were not helping the country, or we were not even helping the president himself, now some of us are trying to know that we were doing the wrong thing. We have been doing the wrong thing because we continue to tell the president that everything he's doing is okay. And as a result, he's not even looking back to see some of the things that he's doing that he's supposed to check on. Because we continue to praise him and say everything he's doing is okay. So then what happened? We are just a supporter, though. We are just a supporter. What happened to the people who are the main people in the government coming now to tell us that this president is not doing the right thing? So what becomes of all? Those are the people who are the key players in this whole thing. Number one is Moses Sakara Gray. He's one of the key players. The vice president of the Republic of Liberia, she's one of the key players. So if she coming to the public to tell us that this is not right, so why don't we listen to her? We continue to defend and say, no, she lying. She lying. Who am I? I'm not nobody. I'm not in a position. I'm not working in the government. I'm not taking pay. I'm not doing anything. What most about the person who is taking pay? Telling you that what we are doing is not okay. And I will be sitting down in the corner because I want to get more people to view my video. I continue to defend and say, yes, Madam Julia Howard Taylor is lying. She's not saying the truth. Everything that they are doing is right. She just wants to make herself to feel fun. So the both of us, who is saying the truth? If I can come publicly and tell people that I'm not doing well, things are not okay on me, why will you outside there tell people that things are okay on me? So you and me, who will be saying the truth thing? Who will be saying the truth thing? Tell me. Because I get a situation. I know how to handle it. And I come publicly to tell people this is the situation that I'm struggling from. Guys, you please help me share the video. I cannot share this video because Facebook restricted me not to do that. So I may not get my viewer to follow me because they don't know whether I'm on. So this is the situation, okay? It better we continue to point out what they are doing wrong. It will help them to change for good. So do you think Madam Vipri said that this is the halftime that we are in? And that it gave us opportunity to change what we can change. If we want to do better, we can change what we can change. And if we change for good, the Liberian people will still listen to us. But if we cannot change what I am seeing, I'm quoting from her, then the Liberian people will have to make their decision. But she reassured that they still got more time. They still got more time. They can change things around, provided they are willing to change. Because she said everything that's going to happen, it will be on President George Weah table. It's not going to be on her table. Then she was making the true statement that whatever we will do in this government, under this regime, it will be on President George Weah table. It's not going to be on my table. If we do good, he's going to take it. We all will take it, but he will take the more part. If we do wrong, he will take it. Like the blame is also going to him. How many times have you seen people blaming the vice president for what is happening in the country? No. Because the Kenya is the president who is towing the Kenya, who is towing the whole bag of the trouble. So if you keep it good, your good knee will go. If you keep it bad, your bad knee will go. Now what Madam Taylor said. Okay. So for example, what she was trying to say is this. If you go to school, in the May 10, when you read to May 10, if you fail from the beginning to the May 10, you can still make it. You still got half of the year to go. But what you need to do, because you are failed a lot, so you need to double your effort. You're not going to joke. You're not going to job it. You have to what? Double your effort, because everything you had there is still zero. Even if they add another more 100, it will go back to zero. If you add 80, it will still go back to zero. So you need to double your effort to maybe get the 100 all throughout. And maybe at the end of the year, you will still get probably 70 or 80. So what she was trying to say is that they are still in the lead. They still have the opportunity to change. And the Liberian people will still listen to them. But if they fail to do, it's not going to be easy. Because they are already failed the half of the semester. In fact, the half of the school year, they have failed. So the half that remain, they have to double their effort. Their human relation is very poor. They have no connection with their people anymore. People that voted for them before, they have no connection with any other people anymore. Go in the various countries and talk about CDC. How many people will wake up with laptop and come to work on you? Go ask the women, the old lady in the villages. Go and ask them. Because those things happen when the people are happy, when they see the government, when things are booming. It's not about the development that you're doing, because many people are not even aware of whether the government is doing any development in the country. So their human relation is very, very poor and weak. The people are not seeing what they're doing. They are not hearing what they're doing. Nothing is happening for them to see. So it makes the people to make that decision. But she reaffirmed and reassured that they still got more time. They still got more time. The time they have is they are completed half of the year, the school year. They have that remain, provided if they stay not to work hard, they can still capture the people's mind. But is it possible? What would they do? Recently, we are seeing Senator Prince Johnson continue to cry, continue to bite to bite. He throwing talks. Do you think that Senator Prince Johnson will still be able to come back to support the CDC? Even if they change within a half year that remain, will he do that? He continued to throw talks. He continued to say things. And that negative thing that he's saying, he continued to point a key issue that affecting President Weah administration. Recently, he talks about President Weah should start building luxurious home for himself and continue to focus on the people. Are those the bad thing that he's saying? No, those are not bad things. Those are the same thing that other people have been saying. Even people in the CDC have been complaining about. But many of them will not be that brave to come to public to say those things. The only people who will be able to say those things are people like John Weah. In fact, are people like Senator Prince Johnson. Because they are part of the coalition. They have the right to speak on their minds, to talk on issue. So that's what the question tonight is all about. How far has the CDC coalition gone? Are they still active? According to VP Taylor, Madam Julia Howard Taylor, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, she said the coalition that you guys are talking about is just on paper, but not in reality. So who now will come here to argue with us tonight that the CDC that we're fighting for, that we suffer for, to enjoy 12 years, the people are damaged? Can you come now and argue with Dan and say, Dan, you lie? It's not true. CDC is still okay. Because the people who are the key players are now coming up to say that what they are doing, they are messed up, they are screwed up in the country. So it be everything we're talking now. What will be the impact of what we're saying to the people out there? We sit there, we continue and say, yeah, John Weah is doing right. John Weah is doing well. John Weah is doing right in the country. What impact will what I'm saying now continue to defend the government we have on the people in Liberia? We were saying this thing until the people did and said, realize that the country is not favorable for them. Then when they make their decision, and still we are not coming to ourselves to be help to this thing, to continue to be part of this thing, to say, yeah, we all will be part of this whole thing to help the situation in the country, but we want to continue to defend the people. And they themselves who we are defending, they're coming out to tell us that they mess up in the country. So where can we go now? Hello?
Hey, Mr. Todd.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. You hold on, let me take your call a little bit later. I'm still explaining.
All right.
Yeah, just remain there. I will soon take your call. So if all of us on the internet, I continue to apologize to people for that. And I don't even want to say apologize, because this is what any other person would do to support their own organization. That's what we did. Okay? To support our organization, which is the CDC government. That's what any other person would do. That's what we all have been doing. It doesn't mean that because we were doing it because we wanted to see evil going on, we continue to speak on evil, we say it's good. But it was just the means that we could support our party. That's any other person would want to do that. But it has now reached to the point that we ourselves, I have realized that we were not helping the people who are in the process of doing those things. Because if we were speaking against them, they could have back up and see exactly where they were falling short to work on them before they can proceed. But we continue to tell them that, guys, you go. Things are okay. You continue to move. And if they turn around and see us, we clapping our hands, we yelling with their names. It makes them feel that they are doing extremely well. So they will continue to move. But where we are now, it is not too late. It is not too late. Speaking on your mind, speaking on evil, speaking against evil, it will not take your name from the organization. You will still be a part of that. But that will be one of the help that will be given to our country. We cannot just leave it with other people, because if the opposition are saying it, that means we ourselves, what we promised the people that we were wanted to come to do, we are not going to do them. Or we just wanted to use that mean, oh, we need change, we need change. And then we get in the power, the change, we cannot get it anymore. I remember during Ellen Sally Johnson time in Liberia, the armed robber business was in Liberia. They used to buckle around and bust people home at night time, kill people, they take their thing, they put them on gunpoint. Those are the evil we were speaking against. That the government was not able to protect its citizens enough. And up to now, the CDC government, we still seeing those things happening. So what are some of the change that we're talking about? That the government was weak. We wanted to come to get strong government. What are some of the evil we were speaking against? And we still seeing those things happening. So if all of us, the pro-government, if we decide, we can speak on good things. But if they mess up, if we can come out and say, no, this is not part of what we all plan for. Like what we are seeing recently, a lot of people are coming out to speak on their mind. You think no God will not change? They will change. I think those are some of the things, President, we have been waiting to see from people. For people to come to say, yes, this is not right. Then people keep quiet and just wait that everything he's doing is okay. So, when Madam VP, Vice President, was asked, so what or who can we blame the problem, the Liberian poor problem on? Who should we put the blame on now? Liberian people problem. Who should we put the blame on? She was brave enough to say yes. We take the blame. We take the blame because we, the one king, we told the people that we were going to do the work. Now the work we wanted to do is not going on the way we wanted. So we take the blame. So then while we continue to support them and defend them that they shouldn't take the blame, the lady said, yes, we will take the blame. And we take the blame. And you want me to sit down here to tell you, when somebody died in Liberia, when Arrow killed somebody, I should not blame President Weah? Who should we blame? The Vice President said that they will take the blame. They should take the blame. Because it was their promise to come to change the thing. Now they are not doing it. So who should we blame when those kind of things happening in our present that we are seeing? Who should we blame? The Vice President said, we will take the blame. We will take blame. Okay? So if you are a government supporter, do not argue with anybody when people are saying the whole person, we are responsible for what is happening to Liberia. Do not argue with them because they admitted to that. They take the blame. And I continue to tell you, it was not President Weah alone that won the election. He alone could not have won that election, to be very frank. It was Judah Howard Taylor. Vice President Judah Howard Taylor is still powerful in Bon County, some part of Lofa County, some part of Nima County. With MPP. Okay? So do not underestimate when she says something, do not defy and say, no, it will not work. And one of the things I heard the lady say, when they asked her, where have you been? She said she been on leave without asking without leave. Can you imagine that? Do you listen to that kind of talk? She been asking, but without leave. So I hope our president listened to Julia Howard Taylor, what she said the last time. Because this lady is very smart, very smart. Every question that was posted to her, maybe thinking that she will answer negative that will be used against her, she answered it perfectly. Okay. So this is where we are right now. The coalition, our coalition, CDC coalition, is not strong anymore. It's just on paper. I just stand here and defend and say that lie. No, because I'm not a leader of political party. The leader of one political party in the coalition said this thing is only on paper, but it's not in reality. So who am I to come to deny and argue and say this lady is saying she's not saying the true thing? So is there something that worry us? Is there something that worry us? You saw the example. And I said that thing before. That those of you jumping all around, that madam VP move from here, man. Let the woman go. We won't care for the woman. Let the woman go. Whatever she want to do, let her go and do it. Many times I listened and saw some very, very denigrating comments on Facebook against her. And even people going live, Facebook live, on their platform and thing, to say evil thing about her. I used to tell them, I say, why you guys are doing it, it's not going to help. Even if you love President Weah like yourself, what you are doing to go after the VP, it's not going to help President Weah at all, because she also have her own supporter. They are in a coalition. And some of them are working. If they are not satisfied with it, you know what the quick people call passive resistance. They're not going to put on action. You're not going to see their action. They're not going to talk. But they will be on a mind. I'm not saying they are doing it, though. But they might do that because they also work in the government. Because their own boss is not happy. She's not being treated well, fine in a coalition. So those of them that still working in the government, they might undermine the government. They might go to office and sit down there and play their game. Candy Crush on their phone. You can't take them from there. They're working. Time you will get their money, they take it home. What you want them to do, you will not get it. You stop using all kinds of profanity against the vice president. She part of the coalition. You leave her alone. A lot of people didn't listen to us. And some of the things they said, they didn't remember it. And she said that people were telling her she crying baby. That was not, and those talk came from sedition, government supporter. They were not from opposition. So how sound are you to look at somebody that working in your government, working for you, to use a remark on her? Even if she dissatisfied with something, you go to that extent to say those kind of evil things against her. How you think it's gonna help the president to succeed? And as a result, because she was not happy, she was not on board, to tell you that when we talk about coalition in a political party, every decision made over there, the whole group inside there, they had to be aware of that. Even though we got a standard bearer who is the president for the whole group now, but every decision have to be made in consultation with everybody. Because if one person slow down, the convoy will not move. Because there are many people in the convoy who will want to stop because of the person who is slowing down. So, we the CDC, we are forgetting on all of those things. We continue to just talk. Continue to talk. because we have the free phone with internet. We get on Facebook. We say whatever we want to say. We're not looking at some of the implication of what we say. As a result, we saw what happened recently in Liberia. So are we starting by again with denying ourselves that this thing is okay? Then the people move from here. Senatorial election is now presidential election. We still win this thing. Okay. The people who voted for senator, they're still sitting there. They are not there yet. So how you think you're going to go to convince them to vote for your president? If you are not thinking of how to solve the problem that made them, they did not vote for your senator, and you overlook, you are saying that this is the recent topic that I'm hearing from CDC again. The senatorial election is not presidential election. Georgia will still win the second election. And you know that President Weah alone did not campaign for himself, though, even though he was part of the campaign, but there were a lot of people who made the campaign. And those people are no longer around him. How possible it is that you think with everything that Madam Vice President is saying, that the coalition is just on paper, is no longer in reality? How possible it is that you think you can just easily go and override what she's saying without finding solution to the suggestion that she making about what they're supposed to do? They are in the halftime, they can still perform well, they might catch up. You're not thinking of all of those things, but you continue to say that the senatorial election is different than the presidential election. We will still win the presidential election because it will only be Georgia on the ticket. And you forget to know that at that time we'll also be elected new senator, new representatives, and we'll also be elected new president. 3 people together. So how many of them are you depending on them to come to support the president tomorrow? So are you looking at what Vice President said, open it that all of us listen to? Are we trying to convince or to talk to the president to step by a little bit to see all of the complaints that are coming? How she can work on, in fact, how you can work on some of those things? Because she said it clearly that she said a lot. I'm just waiting to first day my platform good. I will still play that whole thing and I will still discuss the topic because there are certain points I wanted for her to talk herself. Then I will pick it from there and continue to repeat. And you continue to say that President we are with you win free ride. And you know that even if you are going to run for something, there are people who will campaign for you. There are people who will be to the very point to talk for you. Those people are no longer there. How will you reach out to the common people to be able to take their vote anymore? And when we say those things, people, they don't even want to listen. You become complete enemy to people. Well, that's good. But I want those of you who are strong supporters of the government, strong supporters of CDC, to now understand that we are suffering a lot, but the people that we're suffering for the schooler, understand within yourself. Be bold that the people we're fighting for, they mess up. Be bold. If you don't understand, because they and say are getting to know based on what the Liberian people did to them. And some of us were far-sighted to come to tell the people that these people screw up in the whole thing. They mess up. Until they face what is poor, it will not be good for them. Then for us to continue to lie to them, we say the people hating us. They hate the president. The president is doing well in the country. They hate the man. And you can see Dan coming to say, to be part of the truth saying. So can you say Dan all hate President Weah? How would I hate the man? 3 years I have been supporting, I don't sleep. talking for him, posting a picture, most of the development he's doing, talking about those things. And you're telling me that what I have seen and I'm saying now, that I want all of us to work on to make it better before we be loser completely. And you're still telling me that I'm one of those haters. You might be asking yourself and say, no, what I'm saying, I don't think I'm saying the true thing. Because if all of us were saying those things, hating on some of those main points, at times, maybe by the time President Weah will be able to change. Okay? I said it the last time. I said it openly the last time. The video said that. I don't even afraid to repeat myself again. I said, even though we support that President Weah though, but the father of the father, he was so fat enough to go and started putting out material or property for himself at the shortest possible time within the country. It was so bad for him. It was really, really bad for him. So what if he had just saved his money? Just act like a fool to gain wisdom. Keep all his money. And where will the vice president? Swallow all your bitter pill. Where will the vice president? You achieve your first term successfully. And people will be happy again to say, okay, go again. Because the people are the one will put you there, not yourself. Whether you do all the good things, if the people that satisfy with you, they're not going to put you there. It's the people, not you. So your money, you could save your money in your second term. You started paying your home. It was going to help. It was going to be so nice. Because people would say that this man had worked for the whole 6 years. He has saved his salary. Now he want to play for himself. But you just jump out, they find money, they put you there, you start changing. You start doing things on your own. So even your supporter now, they start asking themselves, is that the man that we supported over the years? Is that the man we wanted to support, or we have been suffering behind? Even you go into the bill market and think, they put them looking at that. They're looking at yourself. What you trying to do for yourself? And what you thinking about the rest of the people who may wait for you? There are a lot of things that are hurting the vice president. There are a lot of different things. Some of those things, they can't come publicly to say those things. Okay? But we will continue to help them to speak on some of those things if they can listen and go back to the Liberian people openly and say, we made a mistake. I think you can still cover from there. Hey, President, we are going to just go back to the Liberian people and say, I'm sorry I made a mistake. You please forgive me. I think it will be better. But the coalition that we are depending on to help President Weah to get his second term, this coalition is no longer together. So do you think there will be different coalition from out to come to join the ruling party tomorrow? Or are you expecting that more people will be leaving the ruling party to go to the opposition side? What are you thinking? Because the coalition, it comprises of people from different political backgrounds. They came together, they made agreement. And the VP also said, one of the agreement they have is, if you want to leave the coalition, anybody who is not feeling fine the way things will be going or things are going, the person can get 90 days notice and leave, waiting it. So they still got more time though. That 90 days is just 3 months. Probably 3 months to the election. Somebody can calculate that and say, I'm no longer part of the coalition. Just to frustrate you more. That's what she was saying. The coalition is no longer together. The coalition It's just on paper now. It's not in reality that you can say, yeah, because we all came together. We all campaigned together during the campaign. She also said during the campaign, they used to say things together with one voice. Sit down to plan things, to agree on one thing. But it's no longer happening. What brought all of those things? What brought all of those things between them? Why so soon? The coalition didn't go that far. What was the problem and what is the problem? What is the way forward? That's the question we are addressing tonight. Let me stop here and open the line so that we can listen to anybody who want to be a part of this discussion to also listen to you. Okay? You can call in. Look at the bottom of the screen. You will see the number there. Where you are watching me from, you will see the number right on there to where you're seeing the question asked. Okay? So we need to understand from different viewpoint. It's not the way we are just looking at the thing openly, but we need to look at the way the things are happening right inside. And I continue to tell you, each time I will tell you that Honorable Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson, is not part of the coalition. And people continue to say, no, he's part of the coalition. I don't know when he joined the coalition. But when Julia Howard Taylor was talking, she only mentioned 3 political party names. CDC is a Democratic Change. CDC. And then he talked about any talent on a political party. And also talk about MPP. But she did not talk about Prince Johnson. She did not talk about Senator Prince Johnson. And I continue to tell you that Senator Prince Johnson is just a supporter. He is not fully part of the coalition. So the supporter can leave anytime. Supporter can leave anytime, any meeting. So are you still sure that the 3 people will be able to make it in 2023? What the VP said the last time, do you still believe that? Let's take our 5 caller here. Hello, caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Ambassador Don. This is Uncle Pete, the man from all the counties. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Let's hear from you, Uncle P.
I listened to you very well, so I was a little bit encouraged to say something very short. Brother Don is crystal clear that without harmonious working relationship between the president and the vice president, there is no collusion. Without harmonious working relationship, let me repeat, between the president and the vice president, there is no collusion. Because the MPP is being headed by the vice president, and the president has the CDC and the merge. There is a need for the president and the vice president to work together harmoniously. It is affecting the country and damaging the party, the coalition. Let me repeat, it is affecting the country with all the harmonious working relationship between the president and the vice president. It is affecting the country and it is damaging the party. And if it continues, like the vice president said, it is just on paper, but it's not in reality. And that's a very, very good opinion that she gave. It is authentic. It is right that without harmonious working relationship between the president and the vice president, it is just on paper for collusion. Thank you very much, and I thought us to come on, sir.
All right, thank you so much. That is the voice of PP Cook, all the way from Minnesota this evening. The line is open. So I know this vice president interview, it was not in secret. It was not something that somebody said they didn't hear it, they didn't listen to. It was very open. She spoke very, very well, live. And we were listening to her. Okay? And if we cannot understand exactly what she said, and we continue to deny and defy, because when people are in denial, they defy issue. That's how things happen all the time. Because if you don't believe something, you will defy it. Yes, you will defy it. When you see that thing come in your presence, you will defy. You say, no, that's not it. I cannot accept. Because you also denying it. But if you agree on issue, it will be hard for you to deny and defy that issue. Because you accept you know the truth in it. You understand exactly what you're talking about. So it will be very hard for you to deny it. In fact, to defy it. But many times, we are in denial. We deny stuff. So as a result, we defy those things. But for me, what I have been saying about Honorable Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson, over and over, it will come a time. Somebody will say, but Dan, you were saying anything here. You didn't lie one day to say you were biking Senator Johnson because of your senator. I'll continue to tell you. Senator Johnson is not somebody that CDC can depend on to deliver CDC in Nima County. I said it over and over until nobody, even in fact, how many people say will listen to you? Even if you say this thing, even if I have the voice to say who will listen to me in CDC. Because they deny everything. Because when you deny things, you will defy that thing that's coming. Let me tell you. The reason Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson, Kennedy won in Nima County is because the Kennedy from his party. If that person could have been somebody from CDC background, Jeremiah Kumuna won that election in Nima County. Yes. No way. It was not going to happen. It was not going to happen. CDC were going to be CDC in Nima County. But because this Jeremiah Kume, he came from Senator Prince Johnson political party. That's the reason. That's the reason. Rather than that, no way. So let me tell you tomorrow. If Senator Prince Johnson say tomorrow he taking his support and throw it outside there to the opposition, do you think CDC will get one vote in Nima County? Tell me now. Tell me for God in heaven's sake. How will they get a vote? Where will they get it from? Because if Prince Johnson take his buy, he will take his buy. All his supporters, then they will take their buy. So the few people who actually might be some people, other people who are convinced that they're not going to do it. Because a very big country where President Weah himself is supposed to go and make his presence fail and make his own connection. He relaxed and turned the country to Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson, and say, you will deliver the country to us. Take it or it. We're waiting to see. 2023 is not that far. We're waiting to see if Senator Johnson will deliver Nima County to President George Weah for his second term. We are waiting to see. We are waiting to see. Because each time when I talk, they will say, no, Nima County, Senator Johnson will deliver Nima County. Yes. Senator Johnson will deliver Nima County to you. And now what we are seeing in Nima County right now, if it continue, Nima will be divided on travel line when it comes to vote election. They started before, but it's getting very serious now. The recent vote that we have in Nima County that people are still in court, the vote result will tell you that The people in Nima County, they are creating bad behavior. They are practicing bad behavior to think that they can vote on travel land like that. It's so bad. And if that happened, Prince Johnson is from the Gio area. He's not from the Mano area. So even if Prince Johnson will still support our President Weah tomorrow, he may not get vote from the Mano area to support Weah. No way. He will not. Because he himself supposed to go to Nima County and talk to Nima County citizens. Instead of leaving Nima County with Prince Johnson and say, Prince Johnson will deliver Nima County to him. That's a wrong leadership practice that our leader that we can't sleep, we suffering for a business, he doing. You can't lead a big county with senator and say, the senator will bring the people to me. Are you serious? Yeah, hold on, I'm coming. Let me listen to the part. I will explain the part very well about Nima County and Prince Johnson and John Weah. Caller, good evening, your name and where are you calling from?
I must have the wrong number.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So this is the situation that we are talking about. Okay. Prince Johnson left President Weah here in Nima County, and the poor voted for him. It doesn't mean that he will relax for Prince Johnson to do everything for him. He has refused to reach out to the people in Nima County and make his own connection. He realizing that Senator Prince Johnson will take him back and get a vote for him in Nima County and give it to him. You saw the recent groundbreaking that happened in Ganta. How many of you people that saw that thing? I still get a video. I was planning to talk about that thing long time, but I just let it. I'm still going to talk about that. Did you see the 10 hour? Did you see the 10 hour in Ganta? The 10 hour will tell you that President Weah was not well received in Nima County. But somebody will come and say, Dan, he lied. The groundbreaking of that road construction, the road groundbreaking that's happened in Ganta on the 2nd. If you look at that surrounding, the program itself, it will tell you that President Weah was not well received the way he's supposed to be received in our country. It's just from your own self. It's just from your own self. The few people that went there, many of them are business people. Many of them are in leadership in Nima County, and they're forced to go there when the president is there. They're forced to go. But among the citizens, for them to turn out the way they should turn out to receive the president, it didn't happen like that. It didn't happen. See, watch the video, you will know. We know how people in Nima County they can welcome leader. We know. So the second term for Weah, President Weah, will be tough. Let me not lie to anybody. It will be very tough. I don't know how well you're able to start working now to catch up with those things. I don't know yet. But with the current situation in Nima County right now, where we saw the people, the two major tribes, voting now on tribal land. Nobody can deny it. It was clear. It was clear. Either Gongo did not get vote in the upper, is that upper or lower? In the upper or upper Nima. Okay? Where is predominant, in fact, is dominantly occupied by the Gio ethnic group because they were voting on tribal land. That's a very, very bad thing, and it is the first time to see. All of those things that have been happening before, they can still say, but the people will miss the vote. But to see this election, to see it going that way, it was bad. And it is still bad. We just want to maybe find a way to go to reach out to some of the people to try to talk to them in person, so they cannot continue to do those kind of things. But if this thing happen, and President we will say that you will wait on Prince Johnson to come and give him the county, no, he will not get Nima County. He will not win. He will get some vote, but he will not win. Because the vote that Senator Johnson will be giving him will be the vote from his side. That's what we saw. And it's going to happen at that. It's going to happen at that. Watch and see. You will see for yourself. Because the Senator Johnson man himself has refused to make to reconcile the country. He has refused to make peace in the country. And every complaint that coming, he's the one creating it. So the people are getting fed up. So I expect that President Weah himself to reach out to the people of Nima County to make his own self-presence felt and make that connection with the people. So what the VP said, it's not going to be fun. So you know what's going to happen now? A lot of politicians will want to use Nima County now to hold Nima County tight. And you know who then they will be holding tight now? They will be holding the Mano people so close. Because they know that when they hold them close, Senator Prince Johnson will not be able to tamper with their vote. You just seen it from either Gonglo. Just watch and see what is going. All the people you see overwhelmingly following either Gonglo, those are all Mano people, top people that I know. That I know. Even though it's not good, but that's why we're going to be seeing. Okay? That's why we're going to be seeing. Because we expected him to reach out to our people, to reach out, not only people in Nima County, all over in Liberia. All over in Liberia. To reach out to the people. But we have talked that thing over and over. And even if we continue to say, yeah, the president will go and see the people. My very say I supported it before. The president will go by and see the people. And see the people. We'll be talking until we get in 2023. Election time before they start making that tour to go. And we just saw it recently. The only time we saw our president going to no country was the time he was going to campaign in no country. And most of the country he went in, the people mean he will vote. The only place he was lucky, in fact, the first said not even for him, Prince Johnson, Nima County. The president went Grand Bassa, the president went Bomi County, the president went Magibi, the president went Bon County, the president went Nima County. So the only county that at least somebody from the coalition was able to win that Nima County. But it was not because of President Weah. It was because of Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson. So if Senator Prince Johnson is leaving the coalition, he will leave with his own senator that he put there. That two senators now, the two of them will leave. So it will not be possible that NDR say they leaving and then Jeremiah Kun say he want to stay there. No, he's not going to do that. Because he's not on his own. He part of the coalition. He part of the NDR. So if the NDR is leaving, the two senators there, they will also be leaving. You don't have to hear from me to get mad at me, please. Just listen to Senator Johnson recent talk. It tells you clear that he on your way. He leaving. You don't have to hear from him before you be certified. You don't have to hear from me. You don't have to listen to me and even agree and accept what I'm saying before you know that what I'm saying is true. But go to Senator Johnson, his church, a page there and listen. Every time he preaching, those are the kind of things he's preaching about. He never criticized President Weah like that before. But to tell you that he leaving, he trying to leave. So he will say his statement because right now he want to get the support of Nima County people. Because in 2023, he will also be running. He's not going to be running to be president anymore. In fact, in the 2023, so he's not going to be talking much about President Weah. So what he's doing now, he's trying to tell the people that what the people are not satisfied about, he's trying to point out all of those things to them. So they will know. So tomorrow he will use it when you're running campaign, he will say, I used to tell you. Didn't I say that? I used to tell you. The president was doing that, the president was doing that. Because it's time that he run their campaign for the 2023 senatorial position. Enough for President Weah for him to rely and say, Senator Johnson is part of the coalition, he's running for him. No. He not. Now he running a campaign. But he start with a campaign with the president now to ease the tension in Nima County that things will be better, but enough from the president that we supported before. I know it will help some people, they don't want to listen, but Prince Johnson is no longer in CDC. Let me just not lie to you. He on away. He on away. You see? He on away. He pack it. I used to say, hey. Yeah. How many people listen to me when I was saying it the other day? So I was looking at CDC hierarchies to see that whether they were smart people. They are not smart. In fact, they are not even organized. They are not even organized. So if they were organized, you know the person they were coming to push, probably they were going to push down. Down, who's sitting down here? Me. They were going to push me. But they are not smart. They are not smart at all. So they relax. They relax. Okay? They relax. And through everything, he said that Johnson here and say, Lord, wait, he will deliver the country. Not just relax it. So now when he leaving, I'm a member of CDC. So when Senator Johnson is leaving, I'm not leaving with him because I'm not part of a political party. So why don't you guys have sense to build up somebody from among us in the party, and we all can rally around that person, so that tomorrow, even if Senator Johnson leave, to that person, and we can build up. Man, no human being can tell me that they are 100% perfect. You can train somebody, they can become perfect. Why is it we sending our children to school? When you come in, your parents raising you, they taking care of you, they teaching you how to talk, they sending you to school because they want that tomorrow when they are no longer, so you can take their place. So why is it that CDC couldn't train somebody in our CDC asset? I'm not talking about in a coalition. Why they couldn't do that? But they got no sense, they got no thinking, they got no plan. So they just do things, anybody that come on their way, that how they support the president. So was there any wrong that CDC could look at somebody among us and say, this man is a born CDC, he's not from different party. Why not this woman, she from CDC? Why not pay more attention to the person and push the person up? So that tomorrow, the person can stand there for us. So that means if we got people who are equipped to make play, to recruit people, to make the organization strong, those ideally we'll be thinking about. But we don't have them. We don't have people like that in CDC. All they do is they fight for their individual self. That's all they fight for. They only fight for themselves. They don't care. Whether what they are put together, the legacy, it should be something that other people will benefit from. Let me tell you, the other day when I listened to Akara Moses Gray, I was so mad. For him to come at a kind of crucial time to even, he is one of, we call him fighter. To come to the kind of extent to say those things that he said. He one of those that President Weah pushed them when he had not even think about becoming president of Liberia. So they were supposed to be smart to pay their man back. They are just wicked people. They're supposed to pay him back because he was still a civilian, private citizen. Okay? He pushed all of them and said, y'all go in government. So y'all will know the system. So that when I get there, y'all will be able to do the work that we want to do. They all know about government. They know. So why are they reluctant to set it down? The government, or why when they are not able to rescue and bring up? What was the reason that he pushed all of them to go first? To learn about government. If I go into representative today, I will not be equal to Moses Gray because he been there. He has learned very well. He know the in and out. He know the jargon. He know the system. He know how things work. So why is it that we are king? Why they know about the system, they cannot help him to open the way for him. So they are just wicked people. Everything he did for them to get to that level for people to even know their need today, they have forgotten everything. They have forgotten everything. Those people are the cause of what we are seeing in the country. They're supposed to work overtime. Because if there were some people good, that got good intention for President Weah, they will say this man, when he make us to know government, for people to know us, at that time he had not come to government. He never even thought of coming to government. But his popularity, he stood behind us, he pushed us. Now, this is a time that we can work for him. We can work overtime to make sure to give him the leadership he deserves. But everybody, they had their own inner motive. They have forgotten what he did for them. The property that they had today, it's John Weah who made them to get it. Okay? He's the one that made all of them where they are today. But they were not able to use their brain right now to reach out to the Liberian people. Even the Moses Gray man, how many times he has seen him on his live broadcast, on his live show, to say today, I will take this day to talk to the supporter of this government in the diaspora. How many times? He don't do that. He don't do that. So everything that is John Weah did for them, it's just a waste of time. Probably you were thinking that when his time reached, those children will be there to work overtime to support him. They are not doing it. They are all their own ego killing them. Oh, the man can't, the man doing this one. Myself, I will say that I'm not going to do this. The man came here, he's doing this thing on your own. I'm not going to do that. If they were sound people, they would say this is now time that we can pay this man back. This man, he did so much for us. We will care ourselves for a penny. Not by plenty talking though. Because most of the time I can see him doing. Talking rubbish, talking nonsense. It's not that. Y'all reach out to the people. Y'all reach out to the people. Y'all reach out to the people. Work overtime. Work overtime. Because this man, he was there for you and put you to where you are today. People even know your name. So why your ego taking over? How many times we see some of them, they get, when I can't go on Facebook Live, he can get view. He can get view like, sometimes if there's something serious in the country, the men will sometimes have over 1,000 people watching it. 700, 800 people watching it. So why you can't take one of those days to just come on Facebook and say, today I'm ready to talk to my CDC supporter, the government supporter all over the world. This evening, you cannot have conversation here. Your test, you tell me anything that not satisfying you people. That your thing the government is not doing right. You're bringing, let us discuss it. The president may not come here. You're bringing, let's discuss it. When I get to the president, somebody call him and show, leave, blessing. Stop, man. Oh, okay. So why not tell the people that this evening I'm on the Facebook. You guys come, you say anything. You think the president is doing wrong, is doing right. Don't discuss it. When I get back, I will view everything. I will rewatch this whole thing and listen to your comment, and I will take your comment to the president. I'm calling all the supporters. You come, CDC. You come. You come on my pocket. Don't discuss. There's a lot of ways you can interact with people. Sometimes when we talk nothing, they don't want to listen. Why is it that they're not getting so much attention from the people? Because you're doing those things. You can have interaction with the opposition community. Take the whole time the message down. You're calling the people name, pressing them, telling them all kind of things. How many times will I see Moses Great then doing those things? And those are the people that are present. We have suffered on them before and put their need to the public to be where they are today. Even the two we're talking about, Moses, I can't credit it. They are not powerful people. How many times you even see him going to his own country to go speak to people there on behalf of CDC? They made a powerful man. You represent them, you get car. How many times we see some of them having rally in some of those countries? Say we here to speak to you people on behalf of the president. We are here on behalf of the president to speak to you people. How many times you see some of them doing that? They don't do. Yeah, then still this man, he suffer on them to make them to be where they are today. But to pay him back, they're not able to do. The president able to do everything in a war? No way. That's why the president always have his or her lieutenant. Those are the people who do the work. None of the president can do all the work. And the people who follow the president. But if all of them have ego, they're not willing to do anything to support this man because of their own inner motive, nothing will work. Even if the president comes today, you go take tour in the country and come back. Is that all? People will say fine, they're not fault. What the people in the CDC are doing, they are in the government. What are they doing? They just sit down, they talk, all kinds of things that they're not supposed to talk. Creating enemyship for themselves. Anybody who disagree with them, they go after the president. You think that how you're supposed to run government? You're supposed to be open to criticism. People are supposed to criticize you. Then we are seeing all of them now, they're coming. They're coming now to tell us all of those things. So who you're expecting to face them? Was it great? We are expecting, why is your own part that you've been playing? Because recently he wanted to run for the senatorial position. He was not favored. So he had that kind of growth. He had that kind of growth in his mind. He's not able to do what he's supposed to do. He's keeping something in his heart. He's not that happy, free. The way he's supposed to mobilize, he's not able to do. Because he wanted the position, he was not the one that was chosen. Because they are not satisfied with what they have. You local man, you never have anything for yourself. You represent it, you're making money. Then still you're not satisfied. If they put your life back together to where you were before, people will not run away from you. People will not even want to give you water to drink. People will not want to give you water to drink. So he wanted to be senator. And it was Thomas Fowler who was opportune to win that election. In fact, to be nominated by the people and say, we will support you. So the growth is in his heart. He's not free. He's not happy to mobilize the way he's supposed to do. He's coming now to say all of those things that he's saying at the kind of crucial time. Why are you saying you will do? Why you know where you're playing? Why you know how you play? So, President, we are wasting his time behind a lot of people Like you were thinking that they will support him when time reach. And they are not able to do. Akaros, Moses Gray is one of them. Is one of them. Very, very evil people. I think they got two-term representative. Yes, I think so. Two-term representative. Okay? So if those guys were kind of people who actually willing to help President Weah, his leadership was going to be good in Liberia. Actually, he himself, he a good man for the people. But the people who are working with him, they are not able to go to that extent. To sacrifice more for him. They are not. There are a lot of different things. Jealousy. A lot of things we are seeing down there. Now, what's suffering CDC right now? Jealousy. But we will blame the people that we are made them to be represented before. Because he did well for them. He pushed them there so that tomorrow, they too will be able to push him up. The example is this. You know, here is the example. That's how me I can, because sometimes I take my life situation and take it to the public thing and make that comparison. You know, so when I moved into the United States in 2010, I left all my children, my wife, everybody in Liberia came here. And within 3 years' time, I was able to bring majority of them. Just 2019, I was able to bring the 2 of them here now. So you know, that's how I look at it though. Listen to me, what I'm saying. That's the example that we are did to the people. So he pushed them, right? So that tomorrow when he get there, they will be there for him. They will not even sleep. They will go from community to community to talk to citizens about situation. Even how hard things are, they can go and ease the situation with the citizen, but they are not doing it. Who's supposed to do it? That President Weah will come from way up there and come all the way to the community to talk to people. Where are his lieutenants? Where are his people? So when I brought my children over here, you know, I'm relaxed now, right? And my single person was here doing birthday. Who will buy me gift? Who will buy me gift doing my birthday? This gone birthday. Look at the children. Then maybe I was crying. All of them, they bought things separately for me. Because I suffer so much for them that turn out that they can pay me back. They can make me to feel relaxed and be proud of myself. That one person we are there, that those guys are they kind of a turn now, they will be there doing the work instead of him. Because he pushed them so hard before. He did it for them. What they are not able to do. So do you think that the Liberian people were going to choose Akara Gray over Otomo Fala? That's what you were thinking on? No, you look at it that way, man. The thing we're doing, your behavior will give it to you. Your appearance will give it to you. Man, there are a lot of things the people will be looking at, man. Do you think if we put Akara Gray and Tomo Fala in the election, do you think the people will look at Akara Gray and say, we can make you to be instead of Tomo Fala? No, that was not a good choice for CDC to say we can make Akara Gray senator instead of Tomo Fala. No. Maybe it just the way because the force from the CDC, if are the opposition, they are more because they all have gone together. So it made their strength so high and they took the election. But no day that you can tell me that Akara Gray and Thomas Fala, the 2 of them go in a competition, Akara Gray will be able to win that competition. No. There are a lot of different things. The people will be looking at both of them and be reading and be looking at, and they will choose the best person. So he's not happy. Okay. He come here, he's saying all kinds of rubbish, saying all kinds of nonsense about his friends. And he part of the thing. What are some of the things that he had done differently to prove himself? Huh? So leadership now only like the big person up there. If you are down there, you can start the whole thing. And if you're able to do it perfectly from your level, you can still do it up there. If you are representative, you're able to reach out to the people. You make that connection. You can still take it to the other area too. What you're not able to do, you're not able to do. So what you think even when we make you president or senator, you think what you're going to do? So now, they are all back on the sitting down like the stranger. They're sitting there, looking at president. We have to do everything. Forgetting that this man pushed all of them that tomorrow they can stand with him. They can stand by him. They can be closer to him. They can do everything to support him. Every time we see my brother coming on is he coming to say something that maybe, I don't know. But it's not anything that is going to please other people who are angry. Yeah. Because if the people are angry, you need to use different tune to get them. You can't use the same angry word to cool somebody who is already angry. You have to use different tune, different way of convincing the person. That's the only way the person will follow and listen to you. But the person is already mad. That you're talking harsh word, using harsh word on the person. That's person. In fact, anybody, those people, they will get more angry. So the CDC, those are the people that are getting it. The reason some of them are doing that is the 210 serving representative, it's enough for them. They are rich. They have no means to come by to government to do anything. They are rich. So whether President we are go second thing, it doesn't go, it's not their business again. They dumb. They are okay with what they're able to take. So they're not going to be there to support him and do anything like that. No way. That's the problem that we are seeing. And most of the people on the opposition side, people, not me, how many of them that ever push their follower and say, you go, I will make you representative, I will still wait there. You go, I will make you senator, I will still wait there. How many of them? The only place you can find that is in CDC. Georgia Party. He had done that. But the people who he thinking that they're able to support him, they are not. And after Georgia political party, sometimes we'll be asking himself, but wait now, what? This is the first time ever in history that you will see a leader, the government. Everything that happened in the government is also. People will be hearing it also. Yes. This is the very first time. Anything people talk in our government, it will be also. Any paper they touch over in our government, you will find our people outside. Those are some of the things that we're talking about. Those are some of the things that are struggling the party. No coordination. Things just hair scatter everywhere. Yeah? So that's the reason. Things just scatter everywhere. Okay? Everything the people do in there, you will see it also. Whether it is the ruling party people doing that, it is the opposition that working in the government doing that, who knows? This is the first time. And you feel that Liberian man, typical Liberian man is not the way we operate, that would be lie. This is how they operate. Typical Liberian men. This is how they operate. They don't care for nothing. Their support to people is just not something that you can depend on 100%. 100%, you can't depend on that. Okay? Because it will be off and on. Half, always. We are saying the Liberian people, they work on in huge number this year. And to me, I don't think it's even the first time to see Liberian people doing something different. The only reason probably that maybe at that time Liberian people were not plenty in the United States. But we are many years now. So for government to be in peace in Liberia now, I don't think it will happen anymore. I don't think so. For government to be in peace in Liberia, I don't think it will happen anymore. Because a few Liberian people that used to be here, they were not like the recent group that just came. The war just brought them here. The one that used to be here before, they used to be intelligent. When they do their thing, you don't even hear it out. Yes. So the recent one that came, they are different. So to see that any government in Liberia will be in peace, starting this other regime to go up, I'm not too sure whether it will happen like that anymore. Because we just starting it. We just starting it. The next person coming, we'll wait first. We all suffer behind the president. We'll put the president there. After a few days, then they grouping themselves again. So they think we in. Those of you who thinking that your political leader will come in power, that thing will be in peace, it's not going to happen like that though. Just look for something skin that will make your skin thick for markers and things then. So you will take it. Because it's not going to be string. They will take it. Whether the person is doing right, the person not doing right, it will just be maybe our way of life. They will do it. So don't think that it will be surprising to anybody and say this thing. Maybe after we had another person coming, the person will treat the person with courtesy. No. Okay? Because even the people in the same group, human beings, we are hard to be satisfied. Many of them will not be satisfied. Okay? Many of them will not be satisfied. We on an early time we saw the vice president was complaining. The vice president complained. And then this government too, the vice president is complaining. So the next government coming, I don't know whether the vice president will be different than the two vice presidents that we have or we having one now. That's some of the thing. That's some of the thing. The vice president. Whether the vice president will be different and have a cordial relationship with the president. I don't know. We are still waiting to see that. Okay? But if that happens, then things will be okay too. Yeah. Because we all trying to begin new life, new way of doing things, where people will be able to reason together very well, instead of just abusing people. So that's what we're going to do. So if that happens, then that would be fine. Now we will get the president and the vice president will be their working relationship will be very fine. Then both of them will work together. That would be a wonderful thing to see. That would be a wonderful thing to see. So key discussion tonight is whether the coalition is still together. How far have they gone? Whether they're still together. That's why we're going to be asking. In fact, we are talking about tonight. And the VP Taylor said the coalition, CDC coalition is just on paper, but not in reality. And the measure that is sent to them in the 2023, the only way it will work is they had to work hard to work on it very well. But everything is in the president control to be able to see how you can work out those things to be good for everybody. And she make it clear and said that it's on the president table. It's on the president table. So if the president work hard, it will be better. And they all will take the credit. But if he mess it up, it's still on his table. It will still be, you will still be blamed for that. So that's a strong thing to talk about. That means she's not 100% certified. She's not 100% certified. Because if you are certified with issue, the way you say it is different than what we heard from our president, our vice president. And most of the questions that she was answering, it tells you clearly that the VP is not 100% with the coalition anymore. You don't have to go to school before you know. If it's somebody who, when people are saying things, you can look at their facial expression, you look at the way they talk, you look at what they do, you will understand exactly when they are saying things. You will find logic in it and find facts. Yeah. So I don't know how many of you that listen to the VP and based on what she said, to know that she's not even part of the coalition anymore. You don't know. Nobody know. They say, yeah, VP, I think that's true. We can work on that thing. It will fix. It will be fixed. But do you know that the expression telling you that what this lady is saying, she no longer part of the coalition? And in other days that she's talking about, 3 months, it's just waiting maybe at the close time before you can see that official letter coming out. So they will make it legal. Excuse me. They will make it legal. Okay? That's what we are saying. You don't have to go to school for that before you know. You will know it by yourself, for yourself. It's clear. You will see it. And you will say, yes, that's true. She's no longer with us. She's no longer with us. And one of the things that the question that the people ask her, and those guys are spoon. I really like the way the opposition platform they can deal with our people. They were trying to ask her about President William music that he making in the country. How she feel about the music. But here is the way they ask the question. They didn't go direct to just ask her like that, because those things are journalistic. You can learn about it. You don't just ask that kind of direct question. People like that, it will make them embarrassed. And sometimes it will bring confusion. So you ask the question indirect and put it in some different way, then you frame it around. But it will still go to the same direction or the answer. Like just asking somebody direct and say, what is your view about the president music? If they ask the other way, the answer will be the same way with that question. So here is the question they asked. They said, do you know how to sing? Have you ever sing song before? Yeah, I sang before when I was in school. She said she was when she was coming on, her voice was very good. She used to sing. So it was one time she actually performed, but she can't recall the music, the song at that now. But the way the guy framed and she answered the question, it just tell you clearly that she's not happy about present. We are making music in the country. Then she used to sing, but the one time she can't sing. But what is the essence of singing and what is the message that you want to put in the song? But if you are singing, you don't just sing, the message you're singing. Okay? Song is a message that people send. The people who made the music, they send those messages to people out through the song. Okay? No record music, then no like Michael Jackson, then way by they made music, that's how it changed the system in this country. And so Africa, you go Lucky Dube and thing then. So that's how it led. But the vice president said if you were asked her to sing song for you, the kind of song she will sing, it would be gospel song, to be asking God to help her to do her work. But she will not sing anything different than that. So it simply means that the president, the song he making, the song that's supposed to be like that. God, direct my way, let me lead the country in a positive direction. It's just simple. You don't have to go to school before you understand exactly what that lady was saying. But she cannot go ask Sunday boy, dear boy, to sing, to make music for her, all of those stuff. Because it won't make sense, dear boy come and make song, and the meaning of the song different than what she actually want it to be. Okay? So those are some of the things the last time, my very I talk about it. President, even though you're singing your song, though, we're not stopping you, but for me, if I were one of those who will be out to sing song like this, the meaning of my song will go in line with my appeal. I'll be appealing in my song. Asking the country for all to put our hands together to work. And whatever thing that, amen, I hope I know how to sing, my God. Yeah, I don't know how to sing, guys. Putting our hands together to work together, and everything that we are encountering right now is not going to remain the same. It will change. Condition will change. Those kind of a way, my appeal, I put my appeal in the song and sing. Okay? That will be me. You know? I'm not talking about different person. That would be me. So exactly, that's why the VP was saying, say this is how our song going to be. Instead of going and tell people they're accusing you, they lying on you. So you're just making you creating enemy for yourself. Yes. So that was, she didn't say it directly like that, but the way she answered the question, it just brought down to the exact answer that you, the leader, cannot sing song like that. The song's supposed to be like a song that appeal, that send appeal out. Almost like you crying how hard the country is. What can you do? God, forgive us, bring peace for us. Those kind of a way. It will make people say, oh my God, the president is saying that. But if you want to put on defense now, it made people start asking. So that's what she was trying to say. That was some of our concern about the president's song, for me in particular. I say it was good. President can make song. The president is human being like every other president. You can dance, you can make song, you can do anything. But for me, I want the song to be a appeal. Let the song be appeal to people emotion. Then you will weaken them. Even if somebody say they're not happy, you leave everything and I continue to send your message as appeal. Let them find reason to put their anger aside and join you. He putting down defense. Everything we're talking, the man say 1 2 days, man. So we are human beings. We can interpret things differently. Okay? So now when you say something, people will not even before you even come to yourself, people have already interpreted the thing you said. But you are saying it, you are not even thinking the way. Probably he was not even thinking of that. But now people are framed the whole thing. But to me, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, because the song is not like you are appealing to the people. But it's like, I don't want that. I don't want my president to be put on defense. The country, as she listen to the vice president say everything. She didn't say one thing, she said everything that we will do, it will be placed on the president's table. That means that means she not too much involved in it. Everything that we do, we put on the president's table. So that means that you won't struggle with those things. You have to be careful. The message is sending out before they sit down to the byline and say, we told you. It says the same thing that we were saying. So be careful. My president, nobody say you shouldn't sing. We know you get a talent. That's your right to sing. Normal human being. You are a normal human being, you can sing. Anybody can sing. But let the message in your song be something that will appeal to people. Okay? Then it will help you a lot. Yeah. Because people outside of Liberia, when they're hearing the music with that kind of more emotional appeal song, they will say, hey, yeah, the president doing well. Liberian people hard to listen anyway. Okay, Liberian people, we are hard to listen. Whatever you do, we will look for point on you. But when you allow again, then you take trouble. You take more trouble. Whatever I do, we make it different. Then what most when you allow, then you make it worse for us. So for me, in short, I will tell my president, don't sing. Lead the song beneath. Instead of me telling you say sing, it's good for you to sing. Lead the song business. Lead some for the all salon. Let them do. Don't take all. Leave it with them. You can write a song, give it to the children, and then sing. Let them say to make small money for themselves. Let them be famous too. Leave the song for the people. You know how to take everything. You know how to take everything. Those are the things, a lot of different things. I think Liberian people. A lot of things helping Liberian people. Even the musician, if they all found out that now you are taking their own career, you know what they will be saying? So the president don't want for all to go to a program and go sing at least so he can get our money. He himself singing, when his birthday comes, his self will go and sing his own song. Then what how our career will go on now? So all of those things when people are saying it can hurt. We are your supporter. It can hurt us. Because we ourselves, we know it's not right. So why he join again? He join again in how do we call it? Or comedy show. He start making comedy show too. Then people like in Jamaica, they will not get anything now to do because they will say the president now take all I want to. So lead those thing there. You got so much work to do. Focus on the way you get. The low you get too much. Do it. The 3 year, the people said the 3 year you can change things around. We're waiting to see. But I don't want to hear any music anymore. Please. Do not sing any music again. Please. Because they are using it against you. At least once in a while is okay. Every year, just put on one music sing. That's the only way you can release your stress. That's also good. But one time in a year, put that music up. One, just one. Because we love to listen to the coming in role like that continually. It can make people they feel bad. Yeah. And not only the opposition, some of us, born CDC and your supporter, are not happy. But everybody will not come to say the way I'm saying it like this. Okay? Because many people don't have the opportunity to say it. But if you are all who have the kind of opportunity, who can say those things, yet understand that we are speaking for thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. All of them may not come to tell you and say, Mr. President, you are president. There's something, leave it. Even the too much dancing you're doing when you go to program, leave it. Those things, you can do it once at a time, maybe at your party headquarters. But not every place you go. Leave those things. Because you are our own chief. But all the CDC will not come to say those things. But it hurt us too much when we hear people saying it in a negative way. While we're still supporting you, it can hurt us. But now in the public, people know that those are some of the things that hurt them, that made them to vote against you. So forget about nothing. You create, make way. You make your relationship with the people the way it used to be. You will get a love back from the people. Yeah. You know how many singers we get in Nimakande alone? You know how many people that can sing in Nimakande? When you go to the gospel music, almost everybody in Nimakande now they want. Because those children, by the time they wake up, they are knee ringing, they're singing. Beautiful songs. Beautiful songs, they're singing. So now you, the leader too, there, you go, you join them, you say you want to make music, you and then you're fighting over a microphone. Then they say, oh, maybe at that time they will say, Senator Dan coming here, he will be using the studio tomorrow to record a music. While the children there too have the same schedule to go record their music. They are just wasting their time because they already sitting down there singing. They all of them depending on us. If I get birthday, the last time I had my birthday, I send money to some of them. They make music for me for my birthday and my graduation. Those are the way leaders you can encourage the other people too. Help them because of their own career. Yeah? The little money I sent for them too, they were able to help them and their family too. They made beautiful, nice song for me, and they just asked me how I want the song to be. Yeah? I just put down few things, I send it for them. And then they develop the whole thing and make it look beautiful. Beautiful song. Okay? So that's why A lot of people, you will see them getting angry about your song, your dancing, and those things. It's not that to say you can't do, but once in a while. Once in a while. Not every time, every place you go, you have to do that. No. Once in a while. On some occasion. At the party headquarters where partisans are meeting. That time, even though you are president, but you are our party chairman at that time, we can have fun. Nobody will question you. But like Brentford said, they want you to do something different. So listen to them. That would be the best way. And the last time I was saying that CDC we still got an opportunity to go and win the election 2023. But if it doesn't happen, there is another more option that we can use. The option sometimes when I want to say, hey man, yeah, Rebecca Sarah, Rebecca, Sarah, how you doing? Say Thomas, how you doing? Oh, Towe, yes, say Towe, how you doing? Yeah. Is it Towa? Say Towa, yeah. Ina, Yalis. Everybody, how you doing? So, each time when I want to talk about this option, the only option that we have, I think God is working. God don't want me to say this thing. And each time when I say I will talk about it, I think I don't want to do this. My mouth will just be short and then I will just leave it like that. I just had to leave it probably. And wait a little bit and see. Yeah. Because I think saying it right now, it will open a lot of people's eyes. Probably to find a way to do something different. So let me just leave that part. But I'm quite sure this option will work. But I will leave it for now. I will continue to keep it. Let's see. I know teams are, for now, I think things will be better. So let me not bring in that kind of a topic to say this is our only option. Except we see the 2021, at the end of the 2021, if things cannot go well, if things cannot change, then I will start preaching. If God help me, we reach that level. Then I will start preaching on the second, on the option. I know most CDC will follow. Yeah. But I don't want to do it right now because I'm thinking that things are beginning to get very well. New Year always bring new things. I'm quite sure that this New Year, things will be better. Because it's the entire country that woke up and criticized President Weah. It's not one person. The vote is the one that criticized President Weah. That his government is not doing well. So, at least when one person saying thing, you can go after the president. You can't go after the whole country for saying something. So the only way we all will make it better is to listen to the criticism from the Liberian people. We shouldn't take it against each other. Yes. If President Weah will not listen, that means you don't want to get a second thing, or even the good thing that you are doing in the country, you want for people to remember, because if the people hate you, you do good thing for them, they will hate what you do for them. So it's better you and them be in a good thing, so that when you leave, they will still be happy with what you did, about what you did, and use some of the things that you will leave here. So I know this year will be a good year. The vice president came out, she spoke her mind. Other partisans have come up to speak their mind, and other people still coming to speak on their mind. Ambassador Dan had also spoken his mind, and I continue to speak my mind. Yes, but we will not continue to praise. This year, I'm not going to praise nothing. Maybe 2022, when this year end good, with a lot of good changes, we join inside again 2022. We join inside, bite to bite. Yeah, you know, we will prepare ourselves. We join inside again. But if things don't change, then I will start preaching on the option that we have, the only option that CDC have. That's God just helping me not to talk about this thing. Each time when I want to talk, I will just boom, I leave it. And you see how God can work? Don't talk it. I'm not going to talk it. It will go how I'm not mention it. One day, I will keep it and see how this year will go. I wrote it down already. In fact, it's already on my lip all the time. I want to even talk it, but I'm not going to talk it until we see how long. January. We only get 11 more months to go. 11 more months to go. 11 more months to go. Yeah. At the end of 2021, if nothing happened, the thing we hear me preaching on my platform, like the usher now will be preaching about. They're not talking about we are anymore. No way. It's just the usher will be talking about. I'm not even going to mention it anymore. I'm not going to do that. But I will be speaking for CDC and giving the usher the only way forward. I'll be giving them. Then I think my platform will be packed. Then we follow it. Yeah, that's what we do. Period. That's what we do. But for now, let's wait and see. We only got 11 months. I know the 11 month thing will be better. Yeah. There are a lot of information that we are giving our president. Even our platform being small, a lot of people don't listen to. But the bigger one that happened, that the people deny all the people he put on the ballot. He lift for their hand. That one alone is a big, it's loud and clear. You don't have to go repeat that again anymore. So it's clear. Okay, it's very, very clear. But we will continue to discuss among ourselves. Those local one that I'm saying, like this. Maybe we'll get 5, 15 people who can will be discussing a day on our local level until we wait for the 2021. If it doesn't change things, then I will start preaching on the next option for the 2023 until we get to 2023. Anybody who you think you still want to be with us, you will come. That's why I'm still independent citizen. I don't care, but maybe we start preaching on the option. Whoever you are, you will follow. You will join us. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I guess things just changed very fast for him. Yeah. The 11 months that remain, things will change around. Things will change around. Yes. The CDC cannot think to start looking around, to build up people, and just relax. Huh. It's not going to be good. But that our option, let me reserve that, okay? That our option, let me reserve it for the end of 20. I will try to remove it from the list because I said it the last time to talk about. So if it's not on my to-do list, on my discussion list, before I can pick it on one morning and jump outside with it, yeah, I will erase it from there. So I can be seen it, but I'll keep it in my diary book and keep it. So that we can use it the beginning, the ending of 2021 and the beginning of 2022. Now we start recruiting people to follow, to listen to that. That's what we're going to do. Because, and one of the things VP the VP said the last time that I still remember is this. The VP emphasized on bringing the people by, the people who made them to win the election. And I don't even know that this thing is, I thought it just hurting few people. I don't even know that it hurting the VP also. She talked about that. That nowhere in the world, I hope some of you guys listen to that part, like you are listening to that part too. That nowhere in the world that a political party will come to power, that people who suffer on the political party and bring it to power, they cannot be the one working, different people working. They didn't listen to that part. Anybody listen to that part from the VP? I listen to that part because I still watching that thing. Each time I watch, I will grab new point and I write it down. Each time I watch again, I will grab new point and write it down. I listen to that part. I didn't even know that it hurting the second boss too. That people who suffer with them, they came. None of them are not closer to them. In fact, none of them are closer to them now. Then she said it. She said, the people that brought us to power, they are no longer around us. We need to bring them back. We need to bring them on board. But how? Now the questions you were asking yourself, but how can we do? So my fellow said, I felt the same way. I said, yeah, this lady is smart. Because we continue to say this thing over and over again. The people, Joe Biden right now, and you say you're crazy, Joe Biden. The man, the campaign in Georgia, he running the campaign like the liberator. Huh? The liberator. Who know the liberator? When we tell the children that if you don't bring water for me, I'm not going to give you food. I liberator. If you're not bring my slipper to wear, I'm not going to buy your color today. Then you will see them running to go bring your slipper. He not bring me one bucket of water to take back. I'm not going to call your hair. Then you see somebody who get bushy hair running to go bring you one bucket of water. Now what Biden said, but in that stream, the politics now, you can do that. Okay? So those are the things that when our president do it, we heard people to say, why is it the president saying those things? But when Biden say it, people love it, like in the US, people like it. A President Weah has said those things during the election. Oh my God, he quit sitting there with tear him down. He quit with tear him down. So this is what the President-elect Joe Biden said. He said, people in Georgia, if they want to get the 2,000 check, the only way they will get it, they should vote the two Democrat party members. As soon as they vote, the check will be in the mail the next day. And they liberated. So now it's clear. Okay? So why am I bringing this kind of thing? Those are politics. People use those kind of things. But Joe Biden, he cabinet members that he appointed recently, we are now heard one person from Republican Party. No. There are people who are there in the struggle. And some of them, they were top people doing Biden, Mr. Obama administration. Some of them, they were key position and the people still build that confidence in them. They want to bring them back on board. One person is John Kerry, who was the Secretary of State. Used to go I think John Kerry went Liberia that time too, I believe so. So they brought all of the people. Why they could not go to take people from Republican Party and put them in those positions? Only in Liberia we found that. So now you get all the enemies sitting right in your house. When you fast, they will tell people out there they may fasting is thing. When you eat cassava leaf, no oil on it, they will tell people they made a bit more you can eat cassava leaf in your heart, no oil on it. What? So you love for it, President Weah? You love for it. You will see it. Joe Biden is not going to appoint anybody, any Republican, into any of his office right now. If you are working in a civil servant area, you will work. But to appoint you to local and top area, no way. You can't. Yes. And that's why our president didn't do. So the vice president also spoke on that one too. It was a concern that people who made us to come here, people who brought us to this place, they are no longer with us. If the president can bring them back, that would be good. And then she asked the question, why? How? I mean, how? How you will bring them back? Well, the line is open, guys. Anybody want to say anything to this discussion? The question that we are answering is, how far has the CDC coalition gone? And we are also looking at Vice President Joel Howard Taylor recent interview on Spoon TV. That's why we are discussing. She said a lot of things. She said the coalition is just on paper, but not in reality. So she also said the Liberian people sent them messages. The message they sent to them is very strong. That's why we have been discussing. So we will want to hear from you if you want to, or if you don't want. We'll continue to explain on different issues, but the only thing I will not talk about is to talk about the only option for CDC. If we cannot perform well in this 2021, then we can go that route. But all other things will be discussed here, right here. All other things will be discussed right here. Okay? That's what I know. So, let me see if we can take a commercial break here and be a little bit.
Give me a new day. I don't want yesterday. What I want is a new day. Yesterday broke my heart. Yesterday brought me peace and frustration. I don't know yesterday. What I want is a new day. Yesterday, my love one left me. Yesterday, my marriage was broken. I don't want yesterday. What I want is a new day. Yesterday, my hopes and dreams, all my plans for the future, they were all shackled. Lord, I want a new day. Everything that brought me joy, everything that brought me laughter, they have been stolen from me. Lord, I want a new day. I want a new day in my business. I want a new day in my career. I want a new day me a new day. Give me a new day. Give me a new day. Give me a new day. Please give me a new day. Yesterday I had to struggle before I survive. Yesterday I had to hustle before I can make it. I don't want yesterday. What I want is a new day. Everybody laughing at me. They're asking where's the God that I'm serving. That's what.
Oh. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hold on 1 minute. Yes. Yeah, go ahead, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Rebecca. I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
All right, I hope you don't hear from you.
Thank you so much for your platform. I don't have much to say. I just wanted to ask a question because I don't hear nothing about it. Send the election. What happened to the referendum?
It didn't pass. They voted against it. I don't know how many of it was successful, but I guess everything was kind of combined. At the end, there are certain percentage they're supposed to get before you go through. They didn't reach that level. Even the one that said they want to change the voting time from the rainy season to the dry season, and all the people refuse it. So to tell you that the opposition that they got forced right now.
That's cool.
They got forced because those are all good things. All good things. All good things. But they said they didn't want President We had to take credit for that. So they stopped it.
Yeah.
So the very supporter of opposition in the US, they are the main people who stop it. So I don't know whether you have been following me since today. I talk about this thing. I said that one of the things I thought tonight was any government that comes to power in Liberia now we catch hell, complete hell from the people in the US. Because the number keep adding on every day, we are getting more. So if we decide to be fighting every government that comes to Liberia, that means anything good will not go there. The fight will be only until we don't know. I don't know when it will finish. Because the number keep adding up.
But you see,
when you go on social media, I'm coming. Yeah, Sarah, I'm coming.
The Liberians, they don't love the country. They don't want to develop the country. They want to damage the country. So man believe that what they want. Because you will get your country ahead, you will not do such a thing like that for your own country because you hate one man. So but they go there tomorrow and the same thing continue. How can we go forward? So but they go there tomorrow and the same thing they will continue. When the people are talking to them, when they open their mind and say, oh, because we do it to we are why you're doing it to us, that's not fair for the country.
So Sarah, this is what I was saying. I'm saying that this thing will continue to happen. It's not even going to be one president. So long the people in the United States decide now to hate any government that come to Liberia, that means the country will not go nowhere.
Exactly.
Because right now, the people in the CPP, there are 4 different political parties together. And beside that, they got some other people, they call them Rainbow Alliance. No people, they all still in that same group, or they're not fully part of them, but they all in the same opposition. So what happened in that group when they pick one person, where all the people, some of them not satisfied with that person they pick? The rest of the people that will remain, they will group and say again. They become opposition.
Exactly.
And then if they take out we are on a group with John then too. Then they started fighting that other person who will come. So tell me now, where we gonna go?
Nowhere.
We'll be paying money, they will be paying money to Prophet Key, or they will get different Prophet Key to be abusing that person.
Nowhere.
So if we just decide that Liberian will always be like how they call it, opposition. The people in the United States are not opposition though. The only thing they fight for, they fight for the system.
The people in the United States, they are not opposition, they are deserters.
No, I'm talking about the United States people. I'm talking about the Liberian people now. The system in the United States, the people here, they are not government fight. They don't fight against government. They fight for the system to make it good. But our own, we are always being like a we are always being like a fighter who fight against the government.
I don't see that kind of thing before. I don't know.
So it will happen. Yeah, watch and see. Now in the CPB, people are fighting among themselves. They got other people who supporting and the Senator Kumi to be president. They got other people who have grouped themselves now. They say Boaga should be president. So the confusion already started. It already started. Okay? It already started. So they
after the Malawi fighting over the presidency, because they only join a Brentwood in that country. They don't want no national development to carry that. They just want to draw the block for the country in the package. That all the killing themselves for that, all the fighting for. Then they go there, opening road, opening the bad thing he's doing. See, read that what they show, what I show yesterday, like brand new agency, what he showed yesterday, see how that road looking. They can't open it, all that one about it. So the new government that will go there, they see things, they put it on their side, they eat it when they pass. The Liberian poor, I think the new government, everybody will get off it. The whole Liberian, down to the market women, all will get off it. Thank you so much, Mr. Don. I'm listening to you.
all right. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. So this is the situation, okay? Liberian, we are decided now to be how they call it, opposition. So and now there's somebody in opposition, they're fighting to be in the ruling party, but some of them yet decide their whole life to be in opposition, to be fighting government. Okay? So you can fight the people who doing the wrong thing, but you can't fight the government itself. You can fight the people who doing the wrong thing. Is that what we're doing, or we're fighting the government? Yeah, we're fighting the people who doing the wrong thing, or are we just fighting the government in general? No. We're fighting the people who are doing the wrong thing. Because if you remove the person, the government will still remain there. So, you know, how can you fight the government? You can't fight the government. We're supposed to be fighting the people who get bad behavior, who were in the government, but not the government itself. So, why even when you want to fight somebody who is talking for the government? Because the government is big. It's very big. You don't tell me all the area there is just mess up. No, there are some places. There are some area things are not good. But it will just say all, I don't know. Probably you may be right, but I don't know whether we can go that route. And we decide to be opposition all throughout our life. Anybody go in leadership, we turn against the party, we fight the party until we bring the party down. That means where we're going to go. We can fight the system. We can fight the bad people who will be in the government to spoil, but we can't 100% just make ourselves to say, for me, I don't support no party. I'm a neutral male. The person who is saying that each time when you listen to them saying that, those are the people that hate government. Me, I'm not part of any party. I'm just neutral person. I'm just a Liberian. Those are the people. Because even if we are moved from there now, we care different parties, they will still say that same thing to you. Me, I'm not part of government, but you will see them paying check to things that people are doing to remove government. Okay? But they will say they're not part of it. So there are a lot of things that we're doing. Liberian, we are decided now to be opposition, not a supporter to build our country. Because opposition itself is people who are against a lot of different things. Okay? So, like for example, one of the things the VP was saying is this, that they should change the way our lawmakers voting. They just say, anybody who say that the dual citizenship must go. Nay, yeah or nay. Then they say, nay. Oh. So when the majority say, yay, that means they all agree. When the majority say nay, that means they don't agree. So that means we don't know who is who that's saying those things. Okay? Most of the people that are saying those things, we don't know them. So they had to put system in place where each of them will vote, and the vote should be able to be to website under their name. Yeah, Liberia say far off, man. Liberia far off. Liberia say far off. In the United States, even in the state senate, yeah, you Google in your state and say the state representative. Then you pop up. Go through each of their name. What each of them are voted on is there or in the system. They got people they taking pay, they all dating those things. He Dan serve as representative. How many bills Dan supported? How many bills he passed? He proposed. Everything will be under my name. How many bills I have voted against? How many bills I have voted in favor of? Everything will be there. But do we know those things like Liberia? Zero. Do they even have a good website that you can go and check out those things with their information? Zero. Because I hear and nay. Oh, if you can't, do you know I the one that say nay or that say yea? Then we can't read it on my name. No, it's not enough for you to put it on my name. Even if you have a website, put my name. Those things will not appear there because you don't know whether I the one that say nay or not. But the system had to be where the vote will be, each person with signature there. You will see the man name. Clearly, the man voted yes. Then they file, they will scan it and put it in the system. Or they will just update everything in the system in their name, on their name. That means if I continue to vote against things that come in favor of the people, I can sit down here and I even have to go to the library. I will sit down here and go to your website and view your name. What are some of the things that you have voted against for the people? What are some of the things that you have pushed for the people? Those information will be there. But we don't have those things. When the man go today, that the man, our senator, we vote for the man. But when the man get in the hall, that the man are the best man that will always say nay on thing. But when I'm morning, I will come in your pocket, we say yay. When they talk about community initiative, it will always be there, nay. Now the man there. So she said they will work on those things, and that it's not going to be. Okay, it's not going to be. We see you clearly, we know who you are, why you stand for, who you voted for, why you voted for, why you always against. Those information we see. But we don't, for now, we don't have those things. We don't have those things. Okay? So the same people, they get in the system. We don't know what it stands for. So, one of the reasons is she also mentioned this, that every year people go out to vote, when the people go out every voting season, like for example, 15 people will go, and then we only find out that 2 people will come back. So that means something is wrong in the country. We also going to agree that it can't be one person cannot be blamed for that. So if somebody is doing well, why you think the party will not vote that person? Sometimes some of them will only say one time, they kick them out. If things are good, why you think when people will continue to change their leader consistently? So in the United States, you know, some people in the Senate or in that house, they bend their rack or AJ. Even when they kick them out, they can still come by. Some of them bend there. The people that Nancy Pelosi, right? Nancy. So that means they're doing well. The country is okay. So they don't have time to keep teaching people all around. But why are we complaining? We know the system, something wrong. That's why we keep changing people consistently. Because when the other people feel that they're able to come to change, by the time they get there, they join in the other old group, what the other people are doing, and they started doing it together. Then as a result, when they go by, the people will deny them. But if the country is good, we don't want to be talking about changing leaders like that. Because who will be so much thinking about somebody, monitoring somebody's activity daily, if you know you got something to do. So these are some of the things that we were trying to understand and the VP were talking about. Okay. So we need to understand that we got serious problem. The problem is we can't blame one person for it. Even I don't even know why would people think that Joseph Boakai can be the good replacement for Weah. You know what? No two men. No. If Liberia reject President Weah, they should also reject Joseph Boakai. He cannot be the replacement. Then we will not even go 2 days, we start complaining. We will not go 2 days, we will start complaining. And we made a mistake, we made a mistake right now to say that Joseph Boakai can be the replacement of Weah. We will make a mistake or we'll start asking ourselves, oh my God, I don't know whether some of them will remember what I'm saying today. To say that one time Dan said he probably cannot be the best replacement. One of the reasons that he cannot be the best replacement is this. Already, Liberian people complaining that President Weah is soft. President Weah is too soft. That thing happening, he's not taking action. So look at Boakai's strength now. What thing he had done before? The man hardly talk. So you think that when you be in that position, you think you're going to be running up and down and be enforcing things for you? That's why you thinking? No, he's not. He's not that person. He's soft and quiet. And the same 2 people there, the quiet and soft. Joseph Boakai cannot be. And you think that when he come by, the thing he think Weah is not doing, he's going to do them. Nothing. Don't waste your time. You will be complaining about he being mute in the country because he will not speak. I can see him now that he can't speak on issue. Joseph Boakai cannot speak on issue. And you think that when he comes to the presidency that the time he will be talking? No, he's not that he's not the talking type. So the 2 of them, he and the president, we are men, the 2 of them, they are not the talking type. So Liberian, we are not ready right now to take people who cannot talk. We need strong people. Who will speak on issue. I'll complain right now. People who will speak on issue. So if you can just say we don't want Weah because he can't speak on issue, you will be right. But if you say that you're taking him to bring Joseph Boakai, who also the same way he can't speak on things, and you think that you will be doing right, that means the mistake you're going to make it will take you another more year before we find our president. Like, already we are people, when they say, I hate people, we are the one. And you just leave us open. You don't talk to us. You think what would be the difference? What would be the difference? Joseph Boakai cannot speak. Cannot talk. It's not like speaking English. I'm talking about speak on issue. Don't get me wrong. Okay? To talk on issue, when things happen, for leader to come to talk about, you're not that person, and if we can replace the same person who can do the same thing with him, then we'll be in the same society with him. We'll be in the same school with him. They had to look back, they had to check back if they want to bring somebody in the election, because many Liberians at that time will be telling them, so they will understand that the mistake we're about to make. I want you to know very clearly that you will not say that people didn't tell you, because Joe cannot talk. Joe is quiet. Joe cannot talk. And we say we get president that can't talk in a country, and then you're looking for another person who cannot talk to come replace him. I beg you, go back and make another change and check a Monday. Joe cannot talk. Joe Boakai is not a talking tech. You will soon get frustrated when you're forcing to come, because the way you will be sleeping in our office, some of you guys will run away because annoying. We annoying. Because when time coming, we say, we will say it clearly, so that when time reach, you will not say, why those guys on touch you, why they couldn't say so and thing about it. We're not ready for any easy person right now. Like, bro, we're not ready for that. No, we are not. We're not ready for that. We need a talking type. A man who can talk. Who, when issue happy, will pick up quick and talk on it. It's not Joe Boakai. You're not reached to that level yet. Please, don't make that mistake, because if you make that mistake, they're going to hurt you too much. In fact, it will hurt all of us, because you're not one person. Okay? You're not one person, though. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that. So those of you that jumping up, y'all did them, because we know the thing will soon start. They will soon start running behind each other, because they are not made good decision yet. Their decision, they have not finalized it yet. Who will be their next president, so we can start vetting the president, because they're not too sure. They still worrying, but we want to make sure that the only way we get a president, we should be able to change some of the points that we are stressed out there. Most of the things that we are seeing lacking, then you work on it. 2021, the ending, it will get better. If it doesn't get better, then we follow the next option that I have. We all will follow it. Those of you that still want to bear the name CDC, we will follow it. Because we will follow it. We'll be left with no option. We'll be left with no option than to get on what I want us to do, and I will bring it up. That's what we'll do. That will be the only thing we can do. Yeah. Period. Guys, nobody able to talk anything right now, but we play our few music, and then from there we see if we don't have anybody to call in here, then we will be able to close for tonight. But for now, I want to say thank all of you for being part of the platform. We are still trying to work. And you see my background, we're trying to work on it. Everything will be good. I just all of few things. We got a very big speaker here now. I just all of it arrived today. Very nice one. Very, very good. And the next thing we're going to be doing now to fix the internet system, we need a very strong internet, because we're not doing anything on cell phone anymore. It's on a very big computer, so we can make it look bright. Very good. That when you come here, we can call you. You can live this. We advertise some of your stuff you want to do. We talk about you. That's what we're going to be doing, okay? It will get better. But we do not have support, okay? We are not a Prophet Kingdom where they can call them, people give them money. But we're just doing it by ourselves. No friend to help us. We keep doing it. But it will be better, okay? We do it and pay and pay. Friend mercy and pay, okay? But don't get discouraged. We try. We try our best. We will do our best, guys. Yes. So let's take our little cute music here, gospel music here.
I've come to you, Lord Jesus. What I want is a new day. You are the only God I know. You are the only God that I'm serving. You said that I put that trust in you, Lord. That shall never be put to shame. I've come to you with my pains. I've come to you with my troubles. Oh, my hero. What I want is a new day. Lord, you said in your word, I should forget the former things. You said, behold, you are about to do a new thing. You said you will do something new in my life. All the eyes of them that see it will marvel. But my enemies are shame, Lord.
Yes.
Give me a new day.
That's a beautiful one there.
Give me a new day.
Give me a new day now. Thank you.
I don't want yesterday. All I want is a new day. Yesterday broke my heart.
Yes.
Yesterday brought me peace and frustration. I don't want yesterday. All that I want is a new day. Give me a new day. Give me a new day. But my enemies are shame. Yahweh, please give me a new day. Give me a new day, God. Whatever sin I have committed, have mercy on me, God. I've come to you, Yahweh. Please give me a new day.
Yes.
Give me a new day.
Thank you.
Give me a new day. I don't want yesterday. Oh, that I want just a new day. I want a new day, Lord. I want a new day,
Yes.
Lord. I want a new day in my marriage, Lord. I want a new day in my business, Lord. I want a new day in my ministry. I want a new day for my children. I want a new day for nation Liberia. I want a new day. Oh, I want a new day. Lord, we need a new day. For that husband or that wife that have gone wayward for years. For that child that have left home and the parents have been crying for years. For that child, for that man, for that woman that have been sick for years and the doctors have given up. Let there be a new day. For that man or that woman that needs a relationship, they've been crying for years. Let there be a new day. For that pastor that have been struggling with his ministry, for that man or that woman that have been struggling with a business, let it be a new day. A new day, Jesus. We need a new day in every area of our lives. Lord, you've given us a promise. You said you will not leave us. You will not forsake us. It is you who give hope to the hopeless and peace to the weary. You are able to mend any broken heart. We ask you for a new day for that man, that woman, that boy, that girl, that barren woman, that man that is impotent. We ask you for a new day. Let it be a new day. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Okay.
For all the things I've been through, the Lord has said.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will be closing now. I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your time tonight to be able to be part of our discussion. We will be here tomorrow morning as our usual time in the morning. That's where we broadcast every morning for that sometime. So thank you so much for your time. We are trying to work on this thing. That I continue to tell you, we are working behind the scene at least to get everything equipped here so that sometimes we can play beautiful songs and that we will be able to see sometimes to be showing different things. They will be able to watch and we'll be talking about them. Thank you so much. And we'll be closing now. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.